I do. I love my rubber chicken. Don't you?
Oh, yeah. It makes me immediately laugh after today.
It's my mascot that I'm putting on the counter. That's first, and next is my glass of wine. Oh, I have to show you this bottle of wine.
Okay.
Have you seen this bottle called Brazen?
No.
Okay, so this one is, they have a different woman on the label. And this is Josephine Baker, and her quote is, "To realize our dreams, we must decide to wake up."
Whoa, ain't that the truth? I'll toast my kombucha to you.
I'll just get a straw. Well, cheers, everybody. We're here cooking. My husband's glass showed up.
Thanks for watching. Oh, that's a ghost glass right there.
Yeah, you never know where ghosts are going to show up.
So what's dinner? What's for dinner? What's dinner?
I made my noodles already. Can you see them? They're in there.
Those are beautiful. So you're making brown rice noodles with
pork with brown rice pad thai noodles.
Yum.
Yeah, they're good. I don't know if you've ever had these pad thai noodles, but I like this brand. You know, I don't know. Can you see?
I've had their bowls. They're like pho bowls, and they're pad thai bowls that are already pre-made, but I've never bought just the noodles. I didn't know you could do that.
The noodles are awesome. So they're I got these at Sprouts. I don't know. I'll bet like someplace if you have to buy stuff online now because nobody has anything.
I know.
You can get them from probably Vitacost. I bet they have them.
It's highway robbery.
Totally. I tried to buy flour. Nobody has it.
I told you. I couldn't. I had to get the gold medal.
My God, it's so sad. I found some guy on eBay selling 4 bags of I think it was a King Arthur organic flour, but it was $50 and then it was like $14 to ship, and I figured out, I'm like, it's $16 a bag. It's $16 for a bag of flour. I can't do it.
Wow. You could grow the wheat and grind it yourself in your backyard.
Sister girl. Anyway, I made the noodles ahead of time, and I tossed them with a little bit of this organic sesame oil that I get from Trader Joe's. This smells so good. There's nothing like toasted sesame oil.
I love sesame oil too.
So, you know what? I'm gonna go get that pork out of the refrigerator. I'll be right back. Entertain them while I'm gone.
Okay, I'm just gonna say hi, all. On the thing, see if someone talks to me. I don't know if anyone talks to me. It could just be you and I.
Okay, this is my meat. I get it from Moink Box. It's a family farms sustainably grown meat and line caught fish, and I get a box every month. And this was my box of pork chops, boneless pork chops.
That looks beautiful, even through the plastic.
I know, it's such beautiful food. I love them. So I'm gonna tell you a little trick though. Sometimes if I haven't thought about dinner and I think about it like at 2 o'clock, I'm like, oh no, the pork's in the freezer. If you take a package like this out and you just set it in some water with another pot on top weighted, it will probably thaw out in about this much in about an hour.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
And you keep it in the plastic. You don't take it out.
Yeah, no, I just leave it in the plastic, put it in the water, and I think the water must pull the frozenness out because it doesn't have to be hot.
Because of the germs, you don't want to take it out, or the bacteria?
Well, you don't want it sitting in water.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, you don't want it to get mushy.
Okay.
Anyway, right? I don't know.
So, I have 2 vegetarian kids. I'm the freak over here.
Well, why am I talking to you about me?
I make beef bourguignon once a year. But no, I love meat. I love meat. I just don't eat it. I mainly really eat it at restaurants. But this is what's sort of kind of the silver lining about doing this project together is that I am cooking with meat more just for fun.
Yeah, this meat makes me feel good because the meat is sustainably, grown on.
Important thing. Know where your meat comes from, right?
Yes, it's important. this is a family farm, you know. You're supporting family farmers and not big, you know, the big farms and stuff. So I'm patting the meat dry because I'm gonna cut it and then I'm gonna put it in cornstarch. So that's gonna give it that crispy.
That's the cornstarch,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, crispy. So I'm gonna get, where is my, oh God, I can't find it. I need wine.
What is the kind of pork? Quick drink. What is
my tiny these are my tiny cutting boards. I love these.
I like them too. They're so nice, aren't they?
Yeah, they're European. I got these from Germany, like when I was in my 20s.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's a friend of mine.
And they last forever.
Yeah, and I like to use them in the morning for toast instead of a plate, or you know, especially if you have bagels.
Those are the things that Modern General puts the avocado toast on and charges $12.
Yeah, no, I'm not. Maybe they should borrow some of my plates and they'll give it to me for $10.
You could bring your own.
Well, that's what we're gonna go to. Bring your own plate now. Everything's takeout. Bring your own food.
I know. I feel so sorry for the restaurants in town. I went by the Taco Foundation yesterday, and they were like, you know, 2 for $1 tacos, please.
Oh my God.
They're really trying.
So sad.
I know.
Well, my peppers up ahead of time, so they're like in little strips, like 1/4-inch strips. Aren't they pretty?
Beautiful colors.
Yeah, I think it's good to eat orange food. I'm just gonna say that.
Orange food and green food, right?
Orange food and green food. This is sesame oil, and I'm putting it in my pan. Hey, do you have these pans? These are like those green pans that are.
You know what? Is that Italian? I think I have the same one, and it's giant, and it's like ceramic ware, but it's green. Yeah. I love that thing.
Yeah, me too. It gets super hot, and I love it. And you can really keep less oil.
Yeah, so good. Yay!
Yay! So I'm gonna while we're waiting for the pan to heat up, I'll cut my onion. Let me watch this knife.
Well, that has sesame oil in it, right?
Yes, it has sesame oil in it, and I don't know. I guess I should talk a little bit about the sauce that I'm gonna make. I'm gonna make the sauce that I'm putting on it from from scratch. But generally, I like to use the sauces that I can get that are already made, because I don't really want to make a fermented black bean sauce myself when you can get a jar and they're just as good. Right. So usually I use that when I'm making some kind of stir fry or something. But because we're doing this, I thought maybe I'll just make it from scratch so you can see something. It's not the same because I don't have the fermented black beans. Right. Who wants fermented black beans? Oh wait, Emily does. Emily Swan.
I know people who do.
She's probably going, I got them. I got those black beans.
You know, people are going to write us and say that. What are you talking about? Well,
fermented black beans. I always do.
Was this a recipe that you made up, or someone gave to you, or where did you get this recipe?
This recipe is sort of a half mix of my own and just hunting around stuff that I've had for years, you know, just in my books.
And it just tastes good.
My aunt used to cook Asian food. Don't ask me why. She was 1,000% Italian. But her husband, my uncle at the time, she was married many times, like everyone in my family before me. And my sisters, we tended to stay with one person, but my mother and her relatives, many, many men.
If none of you have seen Debrianna's one-woman show, the Meatball Chronicles, check in soon to find out when she goes back on the road.
Gonna go. I think Utah is next if, you know, we're not in coronavirus land in October.
Yeah.
I know. I just got canceled from New Orleans. Poor New Orleans.
Aww.
They're suffering.
Yeah.
Anyway.
What were you saying? From the people, someone in your family about the sauce or something?
No. My aunt made.
like to cook Asian food. Okay.
She went to Korea when my uncle was in the war, and she opened up a Korean restaurant and she was cooking.
I love that. I love that she did that.
It was hilarious.
That's
She
great.
makes the best beef and broccoli. Anyway, so I'm going to put my pork in the bowl, and I'm going to add about, I don't know, a third of a cup, just enough to coat it.
What is the cut of pork? The
What?
pork.
Oh, it's pork loin chops.
Pork
boneless,
loin?
Yeah, boneless pork loin chops.
Okay.
And I'm just covering them in the cornstarch.
And you popped it up.
Yeah, that's going to get that crispy thing while the peppers are cooking. Because I like them to get a little bit brown.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm coating these. Look, see? Can you see them?
I can see
And
it.
they're little strips.
Okay.
So, Cashew wants to say it.
Cashew? What? It looks like cashew.
He loves his mommy.
That was a tall jump, Cashew.
I know. Oh God! Wash my hands. Wash my hands 1,000 times a day.
Come say hi. Come say hi. No.
So I'm gonna just say this. Make sure if you're washing your hands that you're using a lot of hand lotion, because you don't want cracks in your hands. That's not good either.
I think that's happening for a lot of people, and I think hand lotion is the other thing that's like gold.
Yeah, right? Oh my God.
Really, if you just it's empty bins in a lot of stores.
Yep. All right, so I'm gonna make the sauce. And in the sauce, I'm gonna put equal parts of brown sugar. I have the same brown sugar you do.
Oh, we have the same sugar.
Hooray for Trader Joe's. And they're organic.
Get in there.
So I have about a quarter of a cup. I think that'll probably be enough. And I'm going to put in soy sauce. Now I have this called premium dark soy sauce. I like to get the real stuff, but if you
Where did you get that?
At Taolan, the Asian market.
Yes. In Albuquerque?
Yeah. Look at it. See how it coats the edges? It's thick. It's a really cool soy sauce.
Wow.
And then I'm going to add this. So I'm the girl with the stuff in the jars. So this is ginger garlic paste. And that way I don't have to go through all that rigmarole of cutting ginger.
Chopping it.
I put in about a teaspoon, and then I'm just going to stir it up, and that's what I'm going to use for my sauce.
Oh my God, that looks so good. I'm drooling.
It'll be good. It'll be good. All right, so I think these are getting yummy. Yeah, I hear them.
Wow.
Can you hear them?
I can smell the sesame seed oil from here.
Yeah. There's nothing as good as sesame oil, right? Yeah, this is beautiful. I'll show it to you. Can you see them?
They're gorgeous. Lots of vitamins there.
In peppers, there's lots of vitamin C. And I know that for sure. But I don't know what else.
And in greens
anybody else
too.
knows, please leave a comment.
People don't realize in greens and in vitamin C and calcium.
In peppers? Really?
In greens. In greens. I just know that from Outlander because
I can't
the main character makes everyone chew green so that they don't get rickets. In the 17th century, but anyway. I digress.
Right. I think these are good. The onions are getting a little bit brown, and so are the peppers, and that's the thing I like about this pan. It gets so hot.
Yes.
Things really
evenly also.
I dumped them out, and I'm going to add a little more of that sesame oil in here because I'm going to cook the pork.
Wow.
We want a little bit of oil for that.
See, what you're doing right now is something I never do and should, which is you're cooking the meat separately. I would have just thrown it in with the vegetables, and it probably would have cooked the vegetables.
Yeah, well, that doesn't get the meat won't get crisp because there's too much moisture in the pan.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes total sense.
Yeah. So I kind of want this to be super hot. The pan's pretty hot, but they always say smoking, and then I'm terrified I'm gonna like set off the fire alarm.
Let's not set off the smoke alarm again.
Let's not do that again. But I think it's pretty hot. I'm gonna, you know what? I'm gonna take a noodle. Oh, it's crispy.
That's how you check it. You check everything with the noodle in life.
That's right. I think you should check everything with a noodle in life. We should just start throwing noodles at the TV. All right,
I used to throw spaghetti at the fridge for real, and to see if
right. Here they are, like little pork strips, little piggies.
Oh, cute. Oh,
but I'm not going to put them all in at once because I don't want the pan to cool down. If there's too much meat in it, it will.
Wow. Okay.
So I'm going to put probably half in and then half in.
Wow, Debrianna, you do restaurant quality work. You know that?
Oh, thanks. I know, I try.
You do.
No,
Crow.
There.
That's crow right there.
There we go. There we go.
Wow.
Oh, they're so pretty. Oh yeah. I don't want to turn the fan on because then you won't hear me.
Okay.
But we'll be prepared if the alarm goes off.
I've got the fire extinguisher handy.
Oh yeah, baby. These are looking crispy. Now this kind of pork cooks pretty fast, so you got to keep your eye on it. You don't. The last thing you want is dry pork.
How?
Oh, I forgot something.
What?
Hang on, I'll show you. Let me flip these. David's gonna open the window so you guys don't get, so we don't get the fire department involved.
Smoke alarm! Smoke alarm! Even Edgar is saying, "I want some of that pork."
Yeah, I know they might. I would if I were them. Oh my God, it's gorgeous. So they're getting all browned. Definitely crispy.
Wow.
I don't know. Let me see. I'll hold one up in a minute so you can see it.
Is anybody asking a question? Because I'm not seeing anything.
Are you seeing anything?
No questions yet.
Nobody's asking a question? Nobody cares?
Oh, Edgar, come here. We need a dog in the shot.
All right. This is the thing I forgot. I'm going to add Chinese 5-spice powder.
All right. I brought the pug in, folks.
Awesome. I am telling you, Lisa has the best dogs on the planet. I'm not a dog person. I love dogs.
This is Edgar Allan Pug. He wishes he could have some of that. Yum.
All right, so I added about a half a teaspoon of 5-spice powder to my concoction.
Wow. I wish I could heard in there right now.
There they are. Can you see them?
Oh, that looks so good. Wow.
All right, so those are going in.
Did you season the meat before dredging?
Yes, I did. Salt and pepper.
Puggy.
Sorry. Sorry, I should have said that. All right, so now the other ones are getting cooked.
Hi.
I have salt. You know my salt. This is the salt. It's in this jar. Wow. But I'm going to show you. Maybe you can see it. It's got herbs and...
That's the one we were talking about yesterday.
Yeah, herbs and garlic and all kinds of stuff in it.
Here, come in.
Can you come in? Can I show you?
There you are. There you are.
It's an all-purpose, right?
Yeah. This is kosher salt, actually.
Okay.
And I get herbs from my garden. And I layer them in the salt with a clove of garlic. And I let it sit there for about, I don't know, a week or two. And then it just because I make so much of it, it just keeps going into the salt over time.
Wow.
And
So you use kosher salt over sea salt.
well, sometimes I use sea salt. I use this salt, sea salt, the pink stuff. When I cook the noodles, I salt the water with that. But to actually salt my food, I use the salt that I make, and it's usually kosher salt. I didn't tell you this bit yesterday, but I also make vanilla salt.
Ooh.
Because I make my own vanilla. I take the vanilla beans when they're done and put it in salt, and then when I'm baking, I use that vanilla salt in the baking.
I have never heard of that, and I'm going to do that. That's a great idea.
It smells so good.
Wow.
Okay. And yeah, and I actually put the bean. That's nice, Hus. Now my husband reminded me. I also put the beans in my sugar. It's helping out.
There it is. You can see beans.
It looks like an alien, but it tastes good.
Yeah. Okay, so these are nice and crispy. And then I'm going to just add back in all of this. Hang on. Yay. Okay, so here comes the rest of it. The other pork and the
Look at that.
The peppers and onions. Wow. And all that juice. Yum.
Wow, Debrianna.
And then I'm going to add the sauce that I made in here.
Mm.
Oh my God. It's like, what are those lumps in there? What do you use? What do you use to keep your brown sugar soft?
Whew. I don't know.
I put in a piece of bread, and I'm like, what are those lumps in there? That was the bread. All right, so I'm putting the sauce in.
Wow.
And then I'm going to put the noodles in.
Oh my God, that's going to be a big pan.
Yeah, it's a nice big pan. And then I'm just going to toss everything around.
Wow.
In the sauce, and while that's just going to take like another minute to kind of tighten up and get the look at my noodles.
That is beautiful. God, that looks so yummy.
Yeah, these are healthy noodles. Like they're not. I'm a noodle freak. I don't know if you are. I have all kinds.
I love noodles and I love gluten.
Yeah. Well, we're noodle girls. Okay, so this is ready.
It'll work for gluten.
I'm going to let that sit for a minute, but I'm going to go get that sauce. Hang on.
Okay.
So this is the brand I usually use. It's called Lee Kum Lee. This is it.
Okay, that sounds like a porno.
Yeah, it did sound porno. This is the orange. I only know it by the orange and red label, and
I know that brand. Oh yeah.
Yeah. And this is the chili black bean sauce. Now, if I wasn't making it from scratch, I would have used this chili black bean sauce. Then this is my secret.
What's the secret?
Yeah, this is how I make it me. I'm going to take this orange and I'm going to put orange juice over the top.
The old orange trick.
Yeah. And if you don't have one of these,
I do. I have the same. I have a green one. Is yours green or yellow?
Yellow. I love that thing.
It's the exact same one in green.
All right. We're done, kids. It's finished.
Woo! Yay! She did it. Edgar did it.
There you go.
Oh my God, that looks gorgeous. Gorgeous.
Oh my gosh. It smells so good. It really does. So this is the other thing I use. If I had to do the ginger by myself, like if I didn't have it in a paste, I use this dish. It's got like a ridged edge, and you just rub the garlic on top. I mean the ginger. You can do garlic on it too, but that's the best way to do ginger. And you don't have to
I'm learning so much tonight. I did not know that. I just put mine through a little press or chop it.
Oh, that's so easy. And you don't have to peel it. Just rub it on there and it gets all really tiny. Like you can't get it that way if you try to do it with a knife.
Wow.
So anyway, that's my dinner and I'm going to taste it. I'm going to taste the crispy.
Oh my God.
Oh, perfect.
Oh, I wish I could beam myself over and have some. That looks so good. You guys are killing me. You guys are killing me.
Oh my God. Well, me and my chicken and my husband are gonna go drink and eat. I can post the recipe if you guys want it.
Yes, please. That's a keeper.
Okay. Yay. Well,
Good job, Debrianna. Good job. It's fun to see you.
Drink my Josephine Baker wine.
Have a good night, okay?
Live long and prosper.
All right, everybody. Take care out there. Don't forget, you're not alone.
Wash your hands, and we'll see you tomorrow.
We'll see you tomorrow. I don't know what I'm making yet.
All right. We'll find out.
Bye. Edgar says bye.
All right. Bye.